Hey, Dave, you talked about the starting pitching here for the Rangers, and in addition to the quality starts, they rank fifth in ERA with a 3.65 rotational ERA. How are they doing it? You talked about the consistency. How are they doing it without Cole Hamels?
Don't know. I mean, I wish I had the answer to that one. Yu Darvish has been pretty good, and that's been real helpful. I think we're sort of seeing the Yu Darvish that people expect to see. Martin Perez has competed, I think, a little bit better than we're used to, and doing it on the road just a tad better than he has in the past. Martin Perez is such a high upside guy. But we've been saying that for years. So every season we go into it thinking like, well, is this the time where he finds it and kind of gets his groove? And I think we're getting closer to it. And last night was a great example. He's pitching against Chris Sale, for crying out loud, who, appears to be the greatest pitcher who's ever been plopped down on the planet, at least here in 2017. And Martin Perez absolutely had him beat. I mean, we were leading 3-1 going into the bottom of the seventh yesterday. For the first time in seemingly forever, Chris Sale wasn't striking out 10-plus hitters. And Chris Sale was losing his cool. I mean, he was getting ticked at Alfonso Marquez, our plate umpire. He was kicking at the mound. I mean, showing such outward frustration that I was a little surprised that he didn't get a warning or didn't get ejected. And Martin Perez, meanwhile, was very cool. And the whole point of that little anecdote there is that Martin Perez, the knock has always been that he lets his emotions get to him and that he hasn't been mature enough to kind of steady himself when things aren't going right. And so it was sort of this wacky inverse last night, the bizarro pitching matchup that we thought we were going to see, where he was cool and calm and the great one, Chris Sale, was unhinged. And so it's little things like that. Martin showing improvement. Nick Martinez has stepped in and really done a very good job, all things considered, filling in for Hamels. So and A.J. Griffin is healthy. A.J. Griffin, when healthy, can be very good. He was with Oakland, and now these many years later, he seems to be with us and has pitched well. So the bullpen's been doing a good job. But you've got Tyson Ross coming back soon, hopefully from injury. Cole Hamels coming back at some point from his injury, and it only gets better, we would assume here.